millipedes roamed the planet. But how did they get so big? These millipedes lived in a time called the Carboniferous period. Terrestrial land was a giant swamp. Air was humid, and there weren't any distinct seasons similar to a modern tropical climate. And these conditions led to giant vascular plants like trees that were reaching heights of 150 feet. And these forests removed huge amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, leading to a surplus of oxygen. This allowed terrestrial arthropods to become massive, because they have unique respiratory structures that deliver oxygen throughout the body more efficiently. So during this time, we see animals like 3-foot-long scorpion and dragonflies with a wingspan of 3 feet. Their size was also due to the lack of competition in these terrestrial ecosystems, because vertebrates had only just started colonizing land. And they looked like this, and this. The end of the Carboniferous period is signaled by the formation of Pangea.
So, okay, like you see right here, look. CO2 levels, carbon dioxide. Read everything that I provided for you guys here. So you must understand that 8 suns will awaken. This doesn't happen. This did not happen 30 million years ago. That's a lie. 7 generations comes and goes. Our galaxy collision happens every 84,000 years. Return of the Titans. But I was wrong on there. It can come. The Titans, the giants can come when it's high CO2. This is the reason the ancient people tell us to maintain the balance. Earth balance is at 500 million. Popular balance with nature. If not, we produce too much carbon. For example, the high or the volcanoes are on because the red sun came in, awakens the 8 suns. Who are those 8 suns? For example, fake world governments because it's not teaching you the truth. Fake world religions, fake education system. It's all there hidden in plain sight to all to see. You have to just grow in consciousness to see the truth. So when you read any religious text, it's telling you that the God that everybody is worshiping is a fictional idol. The God is a God code, G7O15D4. So those 7 people that God saved, Noah, his 8th family, is actually God himself, the 8 sons. So when these 8 sons will awaken is when gods appear. It's just talking about the sun energy and earth. So now, as you know, we have high CO2 because all the volcanic activity, everything is active. So now you know when you saw that 40-ton bomb that the government threw in the ocean, what was it for? To destroy those creatures. Were they titans? Were they sirens? What were they? I don't know. So you have to just learn how to use your brain. Always remember, fake world government. The moon landing is fake. Our history is fake. 9/11 was fake. What's going on right now is fake. Learn how to use your brain, humanity. The only thing we have to do to save the earth is everybody be under birth control to maintain the balance. If not, these creatures are going to come back out. Giant spiders, giants, whatever you want to call it, because of the high carbon dioxide. Knowledge is power. Use it.
Eating itself. I have actually seen a picture of this before, but I've never had it happen in my collection. This is actually a California king snake, but it's eating itself. Its tail is in its mouth, and it's probably all the way down to here. It's literally ingesting itself. I don't really know what to do. I don't want to hurt it, but obviously it'll die if it tries to eat itself. I'm not exactly sure what to do here, guys.
That's what we do in the Ice Age. We eat each other. That's why they pick the serpent.
Okay, so I was able to get it out, and it seems to be okay. I mean, it's definitely really weird, and of course it has some digestive juices on it, so I'm going to wash it off really quick because I don't want it to be digesting itself, you know, with those digestive enzymes that will be on it. This is one of the weirdest things that I've ever seen in the almost 30 years I've been doing it. Again, I've seen pictures, but I've never seen an animal try it before. Ouroboros, which is the Greek word for tail devourer. It's known out of the cyclical nature of the universe, creation out of destruction. It's also sometimes known as taking a new beginning. One last checkup on Ouroboros. I have a feeling that it's definitely going to have some issues. I mean, it's just kind of moving around a little weird. You see how its head's just kind of straight up in the air, and its ribs seem to be kind of still stretched out a little bit. But it's got great tongue response, and it seems to be working out well beyond that. So I tell you what, I think it's going to survive. I just think it's going to be a little bit messed up. So it'll just be kind of my little project for a while. But it's a beautiful snake, and I love it. So, hey, listen, it's not going anywhere, and I'll keep you guys updated on its progress.
You see why they picked the snakes? You said. So now you understand the truth. Ouroboros. Through death comes resurrection. Through destruction comes a new beginning. The serpent biting his tail, the 2,000 years of darkness. the Earth Ice Age. The sun goes through this dust cloud and there's no sunlight, no vegetation. So in 8,000 years will be the last 1,000 years of 1,000 years of sunlight, the age of Sagittarius. So somewhere in the middle, I would say in the year, I forgot, but somewhere in the middle, after 500 years or 6, the sun will begin to darken. So it'd be 2,000 years without sunlight, Earth Ice Age. You can't point to the stars. So they're telling you everything. So it's everywhere to all to see. Remember, fake war governments, fake world religions, fake education system. It's all fake. Okay, everything is hidden to all to see. You must understand how nature works to see through your government lies. Learn how to use this, humanity. That's my warning to you.
Species has only been around for a little over 200,000 years. So what came before us? Let's take a walk through the museum's Hall of Human Origins. This is a representation of the genus Australopithecus.
That's fake.
They have a few interesting traits. This genus was ape-like,
We
had
welcome
long arms
Titans.
relative to their lower limbs,
Right.
was bipedal, and had really thick
Fake
enamel
government
on their
history.
teeth. This
Fake
genus walked
government,
the Earth
fake
4.2
education,
million
fake
to 2 million
religions.
years. Want to meet one of the most
control
famous
you, the slaves.
Australopithecus fossils around? This is Lucy. She was found in Ethiopia in 1974, and she took the world by storm because when scientists looked at
They
her
took the
anatomy,
world
it
by
became clear that she was
stupidity.
more like a human than a
Not by
chimpanzee or
storm.
ape. Lucy is 3.2 million years old and is small, even for her own
We
species.
keep getting
She's
smaller
about
through the
3.5
Ice Age
feet
side.
tall, which is the average size
Do
of
not
4-year-old
be
Homo
human.
sapiens. That's us.